We're Tyler and Todd, and we've been living full-time in our renovated RV for over a year. We recently got a new one and are starting the process all over again. We're bringing you along every Wednesday and Sunday as we renovate this RV from start to finish. And in today's video, we're painting every surface of our new tiny home on wheels. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and come along.
I wanna run away with you. I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with you.
Good morning and welcome back to our channel. We are picking you guys up right where we left off in Wednesday's video. Today we are painting and priming this entire RV, every single surface, the roof, the walls, everything. Cabinet doors.
Charlie just walked in. Oh, hit you in the head. Anyway, we post videos every single Sunday and Wednesday taking this RV from drab to fab. So make sure you subscribe so you always hear the bell when we post.
All right, well, let's not waste any more time. Let's just get into it because this is gonna be a long couple days of work to get this ready.
Are you gonna help us paint, Charlie?
Do you wanna help, buddy?
Oh yeah, give me a brush, give me a roller, we got this.
What about you, buddy?
I'll hold the ladder.
Two cute Goldens. Come on, subscribe. All right, let's get into it.
So what are we doing for paint?
RV walls are not the same as traditional residential walls. It's not drywall. It's like, it's hard to explain. It's like wood with like a plasticky film on top, would you say?
That's exactly what it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's plywood with like a plastic wallpaper on it.
So you need to use a primer that's really, really going to bond, and oil base is just the best. Like there's no comparison. But for paint, we don't want to use an oil-based paint just because we're going to be spending so much time in here. So we're going to use latex over top.
Which there's this huge misconception that you can't mix the two, which is correct when you're talking about paint. But if one of them is in the paint category and one of them is in the primer category, you can actually mix them and they'll still adhere.
Totally. One thing that I did want to mention though, so kitchen cabinets have like a oil in the wood that will bleed through any primer and paint you use. So in a year after painting your cabinets, it'll have like a yellow hue that will come through. So you need to use a stain blocking formula.
And trust us, because we've had this happen to 2 different kitchens that we've renovated before we realized that we needed to use a really good primer. All right, let's get to it.
Let's do it. So here we are pretending like we're these big experts. We totally forgot to tape all of the windows. So
we're just a little excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna tape the windows. We don't tape the ceilings or anything like that because I really enjoy the challenge of cutting, the challenge of popcorn.
Popcorn?
Oh, there must be a mouse in the ceiling. That's the noise we've been hearing.
All right, anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go dump this primer back into its can while we tape the windows and maybe set a mouse trap or two.
Gotta find Stuart.
All right, we'll catch up with you soon. It's hard to get it right in there, eh?
Really gotta fiddle with it to get it in, don't you?
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
All right, so a few coffees and several hours later, we are finally finished priming every surface of the RV.
But we get to do it all again 2 more times when we paint the actual colors on the wall.
But before we start painting, we want to quickly show you guys all of the design choices that we're pulling into this space, from the paint colors to the textures, the flooring, all of that, just so you guys can get an idea of our vision. So Todd's gonna do that because he's better at all this stuff.
So what we're looking to do for counters is we're gonna do a bamboo butcher block in the kitchen. And then because this is heavy, we're gonna do something lighter for the desk, but that matches this. These are the tiles that we're gonna be using for our backsplash in both the kitchen and the bathroom. They're a peel and stick tile, but they're 3D, so they're gel, but they also are high heat, and this is the only peel and stick tile that you can put in a shower. So that is a huge...
They're really beautiful.
Yeah. The floor, we're going with a luxury vinyl plank. We've used it in several of our rental properties. We find that it's really durable and it stands up well to wear and tear. So this is really important with the dogs, but it's also waterproof. So when they come in wet, because we don't really have space to dry them off. Exactly. We haven't finalized the floor tile for the bathroom and the bedroom. We're looking at going in this direction, but stay tuned for that piece. We're actually for paint colors. The one we chose for the walls is the same one in our current RV. It's called Palaise White. And it's just really nice. It's an off-white, but not...
It has like a nice creamy pink undertone, so it's not stark.
And then for the bottom cabinets, we're actually going with black that's called black pepper. So
kind of a bold choice, but...
We just wanted to do something different in this one. We didn't want to just repeat the same design choices in our last one. I mean, some things are the same. We love our handles, so we got them. They're super nice, lightweight, and affordable. And then for textiles, we're going with sort of the macrame type of things along the walls, through the bedding and the pillows and all that type of stuff.
Enough chit chat. We have to paint this whole place with that white. We have to do the ceiling and we have to do it again.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with the ceiling actually because I prefer to paint the ceiling and then cut my walls in, where some people prefer to paint the walls and cut the ceiling in. I think they're crazy and need to get their meds checked, but that's not for here. That's not for here, that's just my opinion.
All right, well, we should get to it.
All right.
Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give today.
So we have been making a huge amount of progress the last few hours. Todd is just finishing up painting the fridge. We decided to make it black to match the rest of the appliances as well as the lower bank of cabinets. And with the wood counter, it's just gonna pop. I think it looks so good. But yeah, like it is really, really bright in here. I've been working on over here doing all of the walls, but we're running dangerously low on paint. So I'm actually gonna run into town to get some more paint because our plan is to stay here super late tonight and have all of the walls, all the ceilings, everything painted.
I think we can do it.
Anyway, I'm gonna run into town, get all that stuff.
We need paintbrushes and paint trays also. We're low.
Okay, well, make me a list.
Okay, I just did. Paint trays and
text me.
Paintbrushes.
Todd, text me. Text me the list. And I'm gonna pick you up a little surprise while I'm gone.
I hope it's edible.
Might be.
If it's not, you can keep it.
Hi, good, how are you? Green pepper. Have a great night. Hi, can I get you too? Whoa.
Do you like the black?
Looks so good.
I decided not to even bother painting the slide right now. We're still trying to figure out how we're gonna like build the cabinet and the bed and stuff. So I don't want to
do that after. It's not.
Yeah, and the ceiling needs to go up. So.
Gosh, hon, it looks so good.
Do you need a hand?
Yeah, actually, I got quite a bit of stuff.
You're telling me I have to work for my treats?
Yeah, you do. We can make another trip, hon. There's a lot of stuff.
This is like when I bring in the groceries.
Todd only does one trip and then spills.
One trip? Or stay in the car to the next time. Thanks, huh?
Oh, I really think we're gonna finish this tonight.
I think so too. I got all of the first coat done, including the black.
It looks so good.
It does.
I'm like beyond happy. Mm-hmm. So it started raining, so we can't eat outside. So we figured we'd have a little sit-down chat while we eat. Yeah. Per usual. The question we're being asked in literally every video is, where are these chairs from?
So like when you're in it, it's all elastic, but it like lifts you out. It's perfect.
They're from Todd's parents' garage and nobody knows where they came from, but they're really nice.
They are nice.
I like them.
They're probably the most comfortable chair ever. I'm gonna get my sub back. Another question that we keep getting asked is our plans for winter with this RV, that RV, all of it. Basically, what we're intending to do is finish up this RV and we're gonna travel around Nova Scotia for the month of October. At that point, we're gonna come back to the land and we're just gonna hunker down here for winter.
The Canadian government actually just extended the border closing until October 21st.
And it's probably just gonna keep getting pushed.
Yeah, we just don't anticipate it opening, so we're just really grateful and I don't know, lucky I guess that we've spent the last 6 months really preparing for this because we really saw the writing on the wall, and I mean it's great to be optimistic and hope that
we're like 2 months away from building a bomb shelter, I swear. It's gonna be a really fun winter, I think.
Really excited. We actually said we want to do a lot of snowshoeing on the land. Like, there's acres and acres of places that we can explore, and it'd be cool to go through the woods.
Exactly, bring the boys with us. Do you think you could get snowshoes for dogs, or would they just not use them?
I think dogs naturally kind of have snowshoes because they're webbed. And then another major question we keep getting asked is about the weight, and are we concerned about loading this down too much? So trailers have a thing called a GVWR, which is like the gross vehicle weight restriction or something like that.
Good job.
Is that what it stands for?
Yeah.
All the tile that we're putting in, all the backsplash, all of that is peel and stick.
The countertops that are going in throughout, except for the kitchen, are going to be lighter.
Yeah.
Like these used to have glass inserts. Those are coming out. We're going to put rattan in, so.
Yeah, we're going to be okay on weight, but it is a very valid question that people keep asking.
And it's something you need to think about if you do this yourself. It's definitely a consideration.
Yeah, oh, totally.
We're going to be very mindful of how much stuff we bring with us on the road. That's one thing that we learned the first time when we left Edmonton, was we brought a lot of stuff that we never ever used.
Yeah, we weren't as seasoned of travelers.
No, we weren't. But we will bring our inflatable unicorn with a wreath around it for Christmas.
Priorities.
Yeah.
It really rained earlier, it was weird.
It was raining at the back of the school where my classroom was. And they said recess would be outside because the front of the school where the office was, it wasn't raining. So they thought it was fine for us all to go outside. And my teacher had to call the office and be like, it's like pouring outside.
That's it? That's your story?
Yeah. Alright, well, let's get back to work.
We don't need plans or a fancy agenda. Well, let's just see where it goes. We got no care for the way people stare at the dust and the dirt on our clothes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We were actually just racking our brains of when exactly we turned off the camera last night.
We know for certain that it was at some point between exhaustion and frustration, but we don't know which end of the scale it was on.
We were here until like 11:30 last night. We put in a 14-hour day. But with that said, everything is completely painted and finished.
It looks so beautiful. It's so much brighter and cleaner looking.
Far exceeded our expectations, and we're kind of shocked that we were able to do this all in one day. I mean, 14 hours is obviously a little bit of an excessive work day, but we wanted to get it done because today, all day, we are painting cabinet doors.
Yeah, so we have to wash them, prime them, paint them, flip them, and do it all again. Yeah. So that is my definition of hell. So
yeah, it's gonna be pretty rough, but we're gonna get started on that. But before we do, we want to thank again the sponsor for this series, Camping World.
Camping World is your one-stop shop for a project like this. You can pick up a used RV, all the stuff you need for the renovations, even the paint, and you can head on out of there with a smile on that face.
They really do have everything that you need for a project like this, even tiny living supplies like storage solutions and all of that kind of stuff. We're going to put the link in the description box down below, or you can just head to campingworld.com and check it out.
But now it's time to get on to painting the cabinet doors. So I think for this one, you're going to take the lead and I'm just going to like supervise.
Do you think that's going to happen, guys? Let's go. All right, so I've just finished setting up these sawhorses behind me. The reason I wanted to do this is to set up a workstation for all of the cabinet doors. By having sawhorses with big wooden planks like what I have, you're able to get a lot of airflow beneath the cabinet doors, which makes them dry faster. And when they dry faster, you can put your second and third coats on a lot quicker. When we did our last RV, we set it up this way and it just made everything go as smoothly as possible for as annoying of a project this is. But I'm gonna go put on my painting clothes and get started. Hey, so it's the next day and we're not really sure how to even explain this or where to start, but something happened that we want to share with you. We have to be really careful what we say just because the RCMP are involved. But when we were painting the cabinet doors yesterday, we got a call from one of our tenants and somebody vandalized a rental property that we own in Edmonton, and it was a targeted hate crime. They spray painted homophobic slurs all over the home. Across the fence, on the garage. Yeah, so we've been spending the last 2 days just like dealing with that, and yeah. Yeah. It's, yeah, it's unfortunate that that's the world we live in, and we just wanted to be honest. It's weird, like I'm fine and then it hits in waves. It's weird the power that words have, so it's just frustrating because like we work so hard to build a business for ourselves and like we try and put positive vibes into the world. It just is so disheartening. To be honest, we weren't gonna post this video today just because we've been so preoccupied dealing with this, and I just feel like I wasn't able to like edit like normally, and it's just been a lot, so it's very hard to focus on anything. Anyway, the only reason that we're including this is if you have any information of who could have possibly done this, please send us an email, or you can send an anonymous tip to the RCMP using the information. We're gonna put it in the description box down below. But I think we're just gonna close off this video here. It's a really weird ending and stuff, but did it to insert bloopers. Yeah, but we just wanted to be really honest with you guys. So yeah, again, if you have any information, please let us know. And yeah, we will see you Wednesday. All right, bye guys. Bye.